Now let's see the another important concept, that will be the elements. These elements can be classified into the two types. One be the active networks. One be the active network and another be the passive network. Another be the passive network. Okay. This active network means it will have just like some amplification properties for this active network, and again this active network can be subdivided into two parts. One be the independent sources. One be the independent voltage source. Independent voltage source, and another be the independent current source. Independent current source. This independent voltage source can be represented. This be the symbol. Okay, for independent voltage source. And what will be the symbol for the independent current source? The symbol for the independent current source will be like this. Okay, we already see this type of symbols in the before session already. Now, what will be the amplification properties and what will be the examples for this type of active networks? The best examples for this active network, that be the first one be the BJT, so next be the FET, and next be the op-amp. Bipolar junction transistor and field effect transistor, as well as the op-amp, operational amplifier. So the main criteria why we are using in the practical application this type of active networks means that will it have the amplification properties. Amplification, it have the amplification properties. Amplification properties means, for example, if you give the plot like this, if you give the plot like this be, for example, this be your input. What if you apply the amplifier for this, what will happen to the output? You will get your output be like this. So here you can observe this be our output. So here you can observe my input be the small wave, whatever I will be given, but whatever the output I will be getting, my output be the big waveform, that be the amplification waveform. And one more thing, for this independent voltage sources as well as the independent current sources are the active networks that will have the energy independently. It will have 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 energy independently. And similarly, if you consider what will be the passive network. Passive network means that will have it does not have energy independently. It does not have energy independently. For this passive network, the best example for the passive network, that be the first be the resistor, your resistor, and next be the your capacitor, and next be the inductor. Okay, this resistor, capacitor as well as the inductor also be placed in crucial role whenever we have to be solved this network circuits. Okay, it does not have the energy independently. It will be always depend on like independent sources only, like voltage source or the current source. From that there only the current or the voltage get distributed throughout the resistor or the capacitor or the inductor. Okay, this be said to be the passive network. And one more important thing will be there in the active networks. Here this is slot for the independent sources. One be the independent voltage source and another be the independent current source. Next you have to be see the important slot, that be the dependent sources. dependent sources for this active network only. Okay, the dependent source means the symbol for the dependent voltage source, that be the, so here if you see, that's be like an diamond shape. Okay, this be the plus minus, this be your dependent voltage source, dependent voltage source. And here if you consider this be your, this be just like a diamond shape, inside if you give the arrow, this will become the dependent current source, dependent current source. Okay, for this dependent voltage source and the dependent current source, that will be the total be the dependent source size. The total dependent source can be divided into the three categories. The first be the, here if you consider your dependent sources, so here the first be the voltage controlled voltage source, next be the voltage controlled current source, and next be the current controlled current source. Okay, voltage controlled voltage source, voltage controlled current source, current controlled current source. Now let's see the each one in depth. So first be the voltage control voltage source. So this be the voltage controlled voltage source. Let's see some simple circuit. For example, this I will be given the form my 5 volt. I will be given my resistor 2 ohm, and I will be given my, here the resistor, that be the 3 ohm. This be my 4 volt, and here this be my V, and my resistor I will be given, this be the 6 ohm. Okay, this was the circuit for the simple voltage controlled voltage source. Here you can observe, for this type of circuit you have an independent sources as well as independent sources and resistors. If you want to relate this type of practical circuits, you have the combination of independent sources as well as the resistors. In some cases they will be asked resistors, inductors as well as then capacitors also. That is also be possible. Okay, that whatever the inductors and as the capacitors, that we will see in the next unit, that be the transient analysis. In that case you have to be see the what will be the RL circuit, RLC circuit. Okay, like that you have to be see, or RC circuit. RC circuit means only resistor as well as the capacitor be present. If you consider the RL circuit, that be the resistor as well as an inductor be present. If you consider the RLC circuit, that be the resistor, inductor and as well as the capacitors be present in the one circuit. You have to be solved the type of circuit. So don't worry, whenever I will be tell you that transient analysis, I will tell you the shortcut for that to solve any type of that complex circuit. That be the so simple one. Here you can see, whenever you have to be solved this voltage controlled voltage source, here this be my voltage source, right? Dependent voltage source. Whenever I will be put my diamond shape inside plus minus, that will become the voltage source. Here I will be given the 4 volt. This V can be dependent another, okay, another in the circuit, right? Where it will be present, this V present, this be V present here, right? This V means just this be the drop. This V means this be the just potential drop. Okay, this V can be dependent on this 5 volt. Okay, this V is depend on the 5 volt. There, if you give the supply voltage of the 5 volt, there the your current and the voltage has to be, you have to be find out, right? The example for this voltage controlled voltage source, that be the op amp, that be the op amp. And similarly, if you consider second, if you consider this be the voltage controlled current source, voltage controlled current source. Now let's see the some simple circuit. I will be taken this be my 2 ohm. I will be consider this be my 3 ohm, and here I will be consider my current source. For example, I will be consider this be my 0.2i. Okay, I will consider my resistor be the 6 ohm. Okay, here you can observe this be the voltage controlled current source. So similarly, if I will be just applied my 5 volt, here the 2 ohm, I will be taken my independent source be the current. Okay, that be the 0.2i, that I will present in the another way in the circuit, right? So this I be present here, this be the 6 ohm. That means voltage has to be controlled by means of this current source. So what will be the example? The perfect example be the FET. The perfect example be the FET. So if you see the equation, ID is equal to K into VGS minus VT whole square. This was the drain current in the for the FET. Here you can observe this be the current. This has to be dependent on this voltage V. ID is equal to K into that be the voltage, that be the voltage at the gate to source minus threshold voltage, VGS minus VT whole square, right? This be our voltage controlled current source. Next, that be the current controlled current source. Next, that be the current controlled current source. Current controlled current source. So I will be taking similar, this be the I will be consider this be the 3 amperes, and here I will be consider this be my 2 ohm, and here this be my, for example, 3 ohm. I, and here this be my 6 ohm. Okay, here you can see in this dependent source 0.2i, that means I will be present in the circuit. Okay, from there only we will get our current, right? Here the best example for this current controlled current source, that be the BJT. So BJT be the ID is equal, IC is equal to beta IB. IC is equal to beta IB. So here you can see current to be dependent on this same the current one, that be the current controlled current source. And similarly another case be also be there, that be the current controlled voltage source. current controlled voltage source. Current controlled voltage source. Okay, for example, if you take for example this be for example 5 volt, and this be 2 ohm, and this be 3 ohm. Okay, and here this be 0.2 V, and here this be 6 ohm. Okay, here this be my drop V. This be the simple circuit for the current controlled voltage source, and the best example for this current controlled voltage source that be the UJT or SCR, uni junction transistor or silicon control rectifier. Okay, this type of concepts not that much of important, but when it will play a crucial role means your online bits. They will be asked what will be the current controlled current source example and what will be the voltage controlled current source example. They will be asked in the multiple choice questions. Okay, in the next class we have to be see what will be the Ohm's law. There we can proceed our sessions. Okay, if you really like this video, please like my video, share my video, as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.